This is another episode of Couch Chats. Okay, I'm starting. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Couch Conversations. I'm Taviso and I'm here with
Tando
and
Billy
and
Ghost.
Okay, so today's episode is about female and male besties. What do we think about them? Who wants to go first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Between you two.
Okay. I feel like male and female besties aren't that bad because I know people can have platonic relationships or friendships. So, I don't know. I feel like it's only a problem when the person in the relationship in question isn't trustworthy. Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I think like there's two scenarios in terms of male and female besties. It could be like genuine where like, you know, you guys give each other moral support and support in general. Or it could be a thing of the other person has ulterior motives. So like, I mean, they're there as your friend, but like they want to do other things, but then they can't really express it because they are shy or they don't really have the guts to tell you that, yo, this is what's up. That's me.
Oh, they don't want to ruin the friendship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so this is for you and Ghost. So I heard that a guy never like actually wants to be friends with the girl. It's a thing of like it's like they wanted them, but then they realized that they don't have like a chance. So they kind of settle for the friendship. Like that's what I heard. How true is that?
Firstly, can I answer quickly first? Firstly, with the whole thing, I think when guys see hands, 95% of the time, it's never a I want to be your friend. But it's a I like you. You look very dope. I want to be with you type of thing, you know. And from then you start talking to the person to a point where you actually discovered, no, man, this person is a dope friend. Let me just keep her as my friend. And we start speaking about your relationship, my relationship, your crushes, my crushes. It becomes a friendship. Yeah? And then you get the ones that try and hide and say, no, I want to be your friend. But they know, no, those are not the intentions. They're not trying to be your friend, but they're just trying to have some. You know, so it's very difficult to say at first with the gents are here for a friendship, but in the long run, I think you discover if it's going to be a friendship or a relationship kind of thing. But hands are usually very brutally honest if they want a friendship or a relationship, then more than guys. So I don't know if I answered your question. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah. But just a side note, I honestly believe gents should focus more on building friendships than having relationships and just having the whole casual sex thing, because it really doesn't make sense to a certain point. You can't be having 20 girls that you smashed and you don't speak to any of them anymore, but you could have 18 good friends which you're actually doing life with. You know, so yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because it's also just like, you know, when you have like a really good friendship with a guy and then they just fuck it over because they tell you that they like you. It's just like,
Yeah.
dog, I thought like, you know, like I thought we were friends, young funa, that type of thing. So yeah, I hear you. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with like male and female besties. Honestly, it's just, it really goes back to the person. Like, if you're insecure, then obviously like you're gonna want to question everything. And it's also just like, why are you with someone you don't trust? You understand? Like, if you think they're fucking their best friend, why are you still there? Like,
Yeah.
Gee, am I supposed to answer the question as well?
yeah, I guess you can answer as well. Yeah.
Ask the question again. What was the question again?
Okay, are all men's intentions pure in terms of like having a female friend? Like summing it up.
this is gonna sound very weird, but I think it depends on whether you're attracted to the person like that or not.
Elaborate.
It comes back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
If 95% of the chance, it's yo, this girl looks very nice. I'm not trying to. You can't see a friendship from looks, but you can see, damn, I could have dope content with this person from the looks type of thing. You know.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like physical attraction in a sense. Like you can't see a friendship from physical attraction, but you can see yourself tapping from physical attraction, which is wrong.
I wasn't even gonna go there.
No,
But
but
no,
I
I'm just
hear,
saying,
I
with
hear
the,
it, I hear it.
like that's the wrong concept of the whole thing.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that some friendships happen in the sense that like there's a hand that you wouldn't like approach in any situation. But then it happens that, for example, if you guys are in the same school, maybe they put you next to her, you sit next to her, and then you have an interaction. It's like, oh, this is actually a dope person, you know, and then that's how you guys become friends, you know. But me personally, I agree with Pure. It's always like that thing of what you attracted in that sense, but then it turns into a friendship when you realize that, oh, it might not work if it's a relationship.
And also, I also think it also really depends on where you meet the person and
Right.
what's the setting. Like if you're there for, let's say, it's you came with your friends, I came with my friends, and it's like a dinner type of thing, you're more likely to build friendships from that occasion. But if it's like groove partying, whatever, games night, whatsoever, you're most likely to build a relationship with the person that you meet there than a friendship. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
Party's crazy.
It is.
Oh, are you those people that like don't like date someone that you met at groove type of thing?
Nah.
Really?
I also don't. Like, I don't think you'll never find your wife in a club. Doesn't make sense. Like, you can't find a section and be like, that's going to be my wife.
What if she was like the same thing, like how you are there with your friends, she was there with her friends, like
How many
Maybe.
sections has she been to?
how many
I mean,
clubs
it's a
have you been
50-50
to?
thing. How many
Guys,
clubs have you
come
been
on
to? How
now.
many sections have you been
Come
to?
on now.
But for me, okay, let me not say I would never, but for me, it also depends on how often you go to clubbing. Like, if you're going to clubs every weekend, then it doesn't make sense for me to be like, I see potential with this person, because there's obviously going to be things in our relationship which we're not going to be agreeing on, you know? So it's more likely for me to go to farmer's market and see someone sitting there and be like, okay, I want to go speak to that person. And then I think I can build something with that person, you know? Then a club hand who's opening circles and you're like, that's my crush, that's my heart.
Crazy business.
But it's perspective. Everyone has a different perspective. I mean, some people go in clubs and come out with hands, which they still talking to today. Some don't. So it's perspective.
Perspective.
Yeah.
But I have a question
For who?
for everyone on how do you feel about the relationship your partner has with their best friend, with the best guy friend or best girlfriend? Because you must remember, your best guy friend or best girlfriend is someone who also knows everything that's happening in your relationship. He's the guy, she's the girl that's always keeping them.
Same.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Like if she wants to cry, she goes to him. If he wants to cry, she goes to him.
yeah.
So is it like with the opposite gender?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's none of my business. None of my business.
So you're not going to be affected in any way.
I mean, obviously, it's like, okay, if the female best friend, like, if she is conniving and wants the boyfriend, obviously, like, there's gonna be plays at, like, you know, coming in between the two of us, or she's gonna try to do some whatever, I don't know. But honestly speaking, like, man, just, guys, I don't want to bother myself with it. Like, your friend can be crazy. I don't mind. It's fine. Like, hi, it's none of my business.
I feel like people should establish boundaries in their friendships. You can't be telling your friends Gucci.
But I think that's sorry to cut you off, but I think that's a very tricky one, because as much as one can say you must set boundaries, there's always going to be someone that you speak to about everything that's happening in your life. Like your best friend, for example, they know everything that's happening in your life. Like good or bad, comfortable, uncomfortable, they know everything. So are you telling me that you're gonna be able to just date one person and live with all the drama that person comes to by yourself and not have anyone outside to speak to about it?
But does it have to be opposite gender though?
But this conversation is about the opposite.
Okay, valid.
Here we talk about someone who can be like, let's say Billy dating Usta, and then Ta is my girl best friend. Obviously, to a certain point, I can be like, I Ta, leave this asshole, come to me. So that's why we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
That person has leverage on you with
But
at any given time.
If the person, the male best friend or the female best friend has that leverage, then obviously you're competing for someone who you aren't even in a relationship with. Like genuinely, like when it gets to that point, just leave it. Cause what am I doing? Like what am I doing? Cause even there's this one girl, on TikTok who does like these little skits of like male best friend, female best friend thing, and it's like the female best friend or the male best friend, they're always gonna have the upper hand if you are being compared. So in a situation where like Vele, like, you know, babe, I treat you better, like why are you still with her, like your mom loves me more, do you understand? Like there's always, they have the upper hand, so just leave it. Like you're not gonna win, just lose, dog, you're not gonna win. That's what I'm saying. So if it's like, obviously not every situation where there's a female bestie or a male bestie, it's not always like that. Sometimes they are the sweetest people, they don't want your person, but in cases where they want your person, Fasa.
I totally get you.
That's tricky, bro.
But for me, honestly, it's better. I think it also depends how long your guy best friend was. Personally, it depends on how long the guy best friend has been there. Because I've dated a hand that had a guy best friend, and I was like, you know, so it was like, so this guy knows literally everything about me. Like, you know, so if I found you with the guy best friend, then there's nothing I can do about it. But if we're dating for 2 years and you come up and you're saying, there's Billy, he's my, we started speaking last week, he's my guy best friend.
Very sad.
That's very, info. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say anything about this one.
Why?
It's crazy.
Ajoli, this one. Ajoli.
No, I mean, I've been in relationships before, but like, I think I was the one with the female bestie. And it was very tricky because, like, we're so cozy and to such an extent that people would assume that we're dating, you know. And then I got into like a serious relationship, and then chats were found, and I was told to kind of get rid of the bestie, and then I got rid of the bestie.
Chats about what?
Like, like the way we talk, you know, like.
But if,
But can I say something then? Like with me, if I was in a situation, I don't have a lot of male friends, right? And even the male friends I have, we aren't super, super close. But it's like, if I had a very close, like, male friend and he got into a relationship, I mean, I would take a step back simply because I don't want to put another girl in that position, do you understand? Like, in a sense of, like, the fact that there's chats, like, do you understand? I don't know, like, that's just me, though. Like, it's just, like, I'd also just take a step back because it's, like, I understand that me and, like, Billy, let's say me and you are best friends, right?
Yeah.
I have faith in our friendship. You know, like, distance isn't going to, like, make us not friends anymore. Do you understand?
Valid.
So it's just, like, I don't know.
So do you guys think that, like, people should have, like, opposite gender friendships?
Yes.
yeah, like there's
Yes.
nothing wrong
Like,
with
it's
it.
possible for it to be, like, totally genuine.
Yeah.
Strictly platonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And even with me, I feel like a guy who has no female best friends, that's a red flag. Or, like, female friends. Because it's, like, it basically says that when you can only, like, have women around if they are
If it's
giving you
romantic.
something. Yeah, like, if
And sometimes,
you are
like,
gaining from
it's
the
always,
relationship.
I think it's also always dope to have like a female best friend because sometimes they're also able to give you advice on your relationship. And because girls know how, girls think alike, so she'll tell you, no man, Taviso, she wants you to do this and not this, so try and, you know, move around it this way, not this way. So sometimes they really are beneficial, they help you a lot. But it like they dope, but once the intention is chrome, that's where the problem comes.
Yeah.
But if you're a person with trust issues, I don't advise you to date someone with a guy
Yeah.
best friend or a
Yeah.
girl best friend.
You'll drive yourself insane.
Because any little convenience, I'm with Billy. Yo, Billy came to give me meds today. Like you get very triggered.
Yeah. And like you'll actually lose your mind.
Yeah.
So how would you feel if like your partner went out like on a date with their opposite gender friend?
Firstly,
date?
Firstly, a date for me is a no. I remember like for a date is a no, because a date is not just going out. Like this the specific date. What's a date?
Bowling, dinner.
No, but I'm saying what's the
definition.
meaning behind the date?
It's basically
Because a date for me, a date is not just like a siblings thing. Let's go out for lunch. But a date,
you have the
there's something
intention.
intended.
And it's like
you
having
get me.
Yeah, like having dinner with a friend and going on a date to dinner are two different
Two
things.
different things.
It's just
Like a
the
date,
wording.
like no, but like a date, like even like it seems more romantic.
Yeah, something
Like
must
the
something
aura
something
of
must
it.
yeah, don't call it a date.
Yeah, so I'm going out with a
Something
friend.
must come out of a date.
Yeah, so I'm going out with a friend. Don't say we're going on a date.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Wait. It's Mike.
Imagine like you're the girlfriend and then this nigga takes you to like Ocean Basket or like whenever you guys meet up, it's in the car, Chengeli KFC. And the female bestie, Tamange, Rose Bank or something fancy. Like that's messed up.
That's crazy.
But I just thought of that now. Like,
Yeah, like that's some
off
fucked up
topic, but
shit.
yeah.
Like all you know is the street rise to the backseat dog. Man. Crazy.
Yo,
But yeah, so
Oh, he
hey,
sets up a whole picnic.
Yeah. Hey, the sunset. Bada, on a lake.
so it's tricky.
Right.
It's tricky.
This is another episode of Couch Chats.